Today we're going to be talking about how are you going to utilize a speed to lead system that can convert more of your customers so that you're not losing out on people who are interested or losing out on your leads, and how can we turn more of those leads into customers simply by implementing a process that allows us to get to them faster. If you guys are new here, welcome back. My name is Dylan Tedimer. I'm a software engineer of 5+ years. I've been dealing with a lot of AI automation stuff, and my thought process was to implement a lot of cool technology into the blue collar space because I saw that there was a huge gap of capability where the blue collar guys are out there doing the jobs, but they don't necessarily have enough time where they can actually implement into these systems. And there's systems and technology today that can drastically improve your ability to run your business. So if that is something that you are interested in or that you're trying to do, consider subscribing because I plan on releasing a lot more content that's like this. So without further ado, let's actually dive into the meat of this. All right, so converting 50% or more of your leads can really be broken down easily into these 4 steps. And we're gonna go into each one a little bit more in depth. So the first thing is going to be deciding on your funnel, right? So some guys are running Facebook ads / Instagram ads. Some other guys are running Google PPC, sending traffic to your website, right? So there's various ways that you can actually be sending people through your funnel that you're collecting these leads, right? So you need to decide on what your funnel is if you haven't already, and that's going to be the way that you're getting your leads into just start gathering their data and gathering their information. Now, after you decide on what you're using as your funnel to start getting people into it, you then have to connect your software to then gather that data, right? So there's different pieces of software like GoHighLevel, which is a CRM that you guys can use, which has a lot of different software and stuff embedded into it or in systems. Then you have N8N, which is more of a piece of software or an application that you guys can use to connect via APIs or webhooks. Then you also have Make, which is kind of like these guys are kind of 2 in 1 of the same, where you're basically connecting to APIs. So you're connecting to different websites to then, they're the middleman who's taking information between 2 pieces of software and sending it to and from. Right? So the cool part about GoHighLevel is that a lot of that software and a lot of that automation is actually built into the CRM itself, which is really one of their biggest selling points, is that you can send SMS, you can automate emails, SMS, phone calls, and everything all within GoHighLevel, and it's a relatively easy to use and simple to understand CRM and software. So that's a great selling point. Where N8N and Make, it's more so a little bit more technical, but you can go a little bit more in depth with the things that you're doing. So for example, say you have your website where you have some sort of form where you're gathering their information. What you can do is you can basically connect N8N. You can connect N8N to that to then take that form submission. And then what you can do is then you receive it via an automated email response. You can even do SMS to that submission, right? And you basically connect those APIs from each other, except with SMS, you have to get A2P verify, which is a whole separate process, which, I would have to explain that later. But basically, they're all one and the same. It's just different ways that they put all this software together and how it's packaged and how in-depth you can go. Where GoHighLevel is a little bit more user-friendly, where these guys, so GoHighLevel, So GoHighLevel is a little bit more user-friendly, where these guys, they can get a little bit more technical, but they're still very useful and has a ton of use cases. So now that you have your funnel and the way that people are coming in, and now you have your software where you're able to gather that information, now you need to write out all of your responses, right? So in all of these pieces of software, you are going to be writing your email sequences and your SMS sequences. Right? And you can send these out for you can do 100+ days, honestly. Where you pre-write all of the SMS or the messages going to the customer. And now the cool part is that within this software that I just explained to you guys, you can basically automate it to where you have an automatic instant response, instant text, so they can get an instant SMS/email right when they book it. right? So then you're hitting them up, and what this is really going to be doing is it's going to be buying you time to then get back to them, because they're getting this automatic response and they're getting it within seconds. Like, this is literally within seconds that they're getting this SMS and email, so you can ask them a question in it. So like, what kind of work are you looking to get done? When are you looking to get this done by, right? Like, you basically asking these questions to start them responding to you in order to help buy yourself some time. And the cool part is that you can then automate the sequence if they don't answer, right? So you can have it sent on day 2, then on day 3, maybe then day 5, and then 7, 10, like 14, then you can go like 30 days out, right? Like, you get the picture. Like, you can basically build out a 100-day sequence where you're automatically texting, emailing, and then you're implementing a call process within that. And basically what this is doing is that as your pipeline grows as well, your follow-up is going to be a lot better, because then you're automatically texting them. It's not on you to text every single individual person. You can have a lot of this automated and taken for you, and then your speed to lead is going to be literally within seconds, and you're basically able to have those conversations without you actually being there to buy you time in order to get to that customer when you get a second. But the biggest thing is that with the speed to lead, or the SMS speed to lead, the biggest thing that you need to realize is that you're putting the customer into a response sequence. So they're actively texting to and from your number that you have, or your email that you have, and you're catching them so that while they're texting you or emailing you back, you're getting back to them, and then you're going to be able to call them, right? Which then buys you time to then call and book, for an estimate, for an appointment, whatever have you. Right? So this really isn't too crazy. The biggest thing is that you need to understand is that this is an investment into getting to the customer as fast as humanly possible, so that before they go and they're submitting for other information or going somewhere else, you're getting them into a response, right? And you're getting their attention, and then you're buying their attention, and it gives you enough time to then call them and then book the estimate, right? Because when a lot of people text now, a lot of people are doing SMS, so SMS is very useful. So you can get them texting you, and then as they're texting you, and you can have all the responses to these, which is really a really cool feature of GoHighLevel, is that you can actually say, like, hey, if they have a positive or a negative response to certain questions, say this or say that. So there's really a lot of if or blocks that you can actually implement into it, depending on what their answers are, so they can start having like full-on in-depth conversations with a lot of these tools before you even call them. So, and the biggest thing is that you're basically going back to and from with the customer, and you're getting them to responding to you, and they feel like they're being taken care of like immediately on the spot, which is extremely attractive for them, right? And then the next part is you just need to deploy it. So with GoHighLevel, you deploy everything within the software. With N8N or a Make, you basically need to figure out a way to where you are actually hosting this and making this go live. Again, that's another great selling point for GoHighLevel, where you can actually implement everything all within GoHighLevel. Where with N8N and Make, you may or may not have to use third-party software like Twilio for SMS. You have to kind of integrate a lot of the softwares between your SMS or email sequences all within it, which is when it starts getting a little bit more technical. But within GoHighLevel, it's all done within the software, so it's really cool, and it's very convenient for people who are a little bit less on the techie side and they just want to get something rolling. But like I was saying with the SMS stuff, is that it does require you to get A2P verified, which can be a super pain in the neck. But basically what A2P is you have to get qualified or verified in order to send SMS now, because people were getting blown up with text messages. So now you need to actually verify your business, say that you're a legitimate company who has the legalities around sending SMS and allowing people for opting out. So you basically need to get that approved. And then once you get that approved, then you're good to go, and you're able to start sending SMS automatically to and from your customers. All right, and that is basically it. I know that there was a lot, but I hope that you guys understand how this is such a great investment into your business, and is truly one of the best things that you can do to instantly increase your monthly revenue on an ongoing basis without increasing the amount of leads that you're paying for. It's literally taking the same amount of leads you guys have and then simply implementing a process that's in order to convert more people that you already have. You're getting people invested, you're getting to them in a matter of seconds, which a lot of people still are not doing. And by you getting in touch with them in a matter of seconds, they feel like they're taken care of. They feel like you're on it. You're a professional business who's getting to them immediately on the spot. And then it buys you enough time to which then you can then call them and you can see what they're looking for and then book them for an appointment. If this is something that you are really interested in, or you're like, you understand it, but you really don't really have the technical chops in order to implement a lot of this stuff, or if you have questions, I'm gonna put a link down below. You can schedule a call with me. We can go over it and see what you got. I can either help answer questions for you, and I can even implement a process like this for you, depending on what your business needs are and what you're looking to do. But this is a almost guaranteed way to get an immediate increase in your top line revenue on a monthly basis with the amount of people that you will be converting with a process like this. And the more invested that you become into this, and the more in-depth you get with really trying to convert as many people as possible, the more it'll pay out for you, and it's totally worth it. If you guys really appreciate content like this and you want to see more of it, please hit the like button down below, subscribe. It really helps me out a lot, and I can definitely shoot a comment down below as well if you guys are interested in hearing a little bit more about various different topics. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys next time.